Hi everyone. So today I'm going to show something which is becoming very popular and everybody wants to do it is a RAG agent. So what is RAG agent? It's just if you want to talk to your data and using Gen AI, so how you can do it. That is what I'm going to show. So today as an example, I'm going to take the CMDB. And the library that I'm using is Python. In Python, LLAMAIndex. And why I'm using LLAMAindex? Because LLAMAindex is like optimized for creating RAG models. And and it encapsulates most of the method that we want to do automatically. So we just have to call those methods, and in the backend, most of our creating a vector DB and then converting the queries into embeddings and then doing the similarity match, providing the answers. All these are um, taken care by LLAMAindex. So it becomes very easy. Now, so let me show you what the workflow that I'm going to create for our model. So the workflow is actually very simple. What I wanted was I just wanted to talk to my CMDB data. Means how many servers are there, and even the complex queries related to how many servers have a cost center associated with it. Are there any sorry are there any asset tags associated with my assets? So a CMDB contains a lot of services and lot of information and in a tabular format, right? And what I wanted was, instead of putting all those in a query format, what if I can simply say that, okay, this is what I want, and system can understand, okay, provide me that information itself. Now for that, what I've done from my PDI, I have downloaded the CMDB data manually and put it in a local machine. So, and I've installed image server on my local machine, and then running a Python script on my local machine. And this Python script is doing, it is creating a local host server on the local host. And this local server, basically what it does, when now I'm calling via REST this local server, it is querying, means it is using this Python script to query my uh, file, which is present in my local machine. And it is keep on reiterating. So it is not just a query, it is an agent which keeps on reiterating the queries until it finds the answer. Because if it will be only one query, so if I'm asking multiple questions in my question, like I want to know how many classes we have, and in those classes, which have most data, and also which one of them, like how many of them have cost center associated with it. So now these are one complex query which contains three queries. So what if I'll created just a simple call, then it would have been hard to create one simple query from one query from these complex queries. And because they were not even we can also have questions which are not related, right? So it will have to get back. So okay, these are the two queries relate. So out of this context, I've created 2 or 3 pandas queries, and then uh, get those answers, summarize them, and then provide that to the user. And this is what it is, why I'm using LLAMAindex, because it is doing that. It is not just a query engine, but it is also an agent, which is understanding from the user's input that how many queries need to be created and what summarization needs to be done. Okay. So it is pretty simple module, as you can see. I will show little bit about what is happening over here in the system. So as you can see, so most of the information I will provide this code. So this is the Flask CMDB Flask Python script, which is creating a local server and running it and getting the information. And this is the CMDB CI. Means this is the whole extract by default you get from your this personal PDI, basically personal instance. So a few things I have changed over here is like class name. So instead of sys underscore class underscore name, I just use class and underscore. Instead of asset, I've used asset tags, I've used tag. Why? Because so what this Python script is doing, it is converting this tabular CSV into a pandas form. Sorry, pandas data form. Sorry, data. Yeah, data form. And then creating. So whenever a user is sending queries, it's creating it into like a question in the data in the pandas query, and then querying this database, So because it is doing all these things, so instead of vector database, it is doing a pandas query. So because it is doing this, so it needs to understand that what we are providing is like when I'm asking about class, I'm not asking about sys class name. So it has to be very, similar. So we are not doing vector search over here. We are doing data frame search. Okay. So let's just simply go ahead and ask a question. So this is how I'm going. So my Flask API, as I said earlier, is deployed on this localhost query. And I'm going to simply ask questions. So how many assets have tag associated with them? That's it. Let's just check. So for that, I will do is go to terminal and open and run. So hello from CMDB agent. So there are 896 assets that have tag associated with them. Pretty cool. And we're pretty fast as well. So, but let's just verify it first. So if I will go back to my CMDB, just put it below. Let's just, so this is asset tag. I will remove it out, the empty ones. 896. Amazing. Okay, so this is good. Let's just move on to another question. Let me ask something which is a complex. I have already, I have one which is complex one. Let's just go there and simply put it over here. So the question is, how many differences class name, or simply I can say class, how many different classes we have in our inventory, and tell me how many items in each of them. Also find the most used cost center. So as I said, this is a very complex query because it is asking for three things and we don't have relationship data. So I'm not going into those type of queries where we are talking about relationships. So let's just simply run it and see. Okay, terminal. Okay, so we have total 35 different classes, which is good in our inventory. Total number of item in each class varies, with the most common class being software, and computer and service. Okay, the most used cost center is customer support. Let's just check how many of them are true. Okay, go back to our system. Where are you? So what I first want to know class. how many classes we have. So let's just see. We have 35 classes. Amazing. Okay. So, and 35 class, which one it said has the most? Software. Software 1767. Good. Awesome. And next one was computer, which is also nice. So what else? Let me just see the result once more. Computer services 41, that's fine. Okay, the most used cost center. Let's just group by. So this was related to class and the values, but now I want to check how many cost centers are there. Let me just group by. Okay. So customer support is 293, and this is what our agent said as well. So as you can see, this is amazing, and how it is talking to our system and getting the data. Next, I wanted to show you a little bit how it is talking so that you can understand the power of what is happening. Okay, so let's just, okay, so once I provided the question was how many different classes we have in our inventory. What it did was it put it as a query string, then, and you know what it is doing. So there, so when I'm talking about agent and a query engine, these are two different things. Agents, so I have provided two different agents. So you see LLM1 and LLM2 is also there. LLM2. So one LLM, so they are talking to each other, and they first, you query the database to understand what different columns we have, and then you use the user input and find out, okay, these are the columns that we need. Then create a query based on that. And once you have the query from different means, once you have divided the user query into different queries, pandas queries, and then ran all those using pandas method and provided the answer. So once you have all those answers, you consolidate them and then summarize it. And this is what it is doing over here. So, so LLM with input, you are working with the pandas data frame, name of the data frame, rent. So it provides us the name of whatever values we have. Then it ran this query that what are different classes are there, unique classes are there, how many different classes um, it's grouping them, and then it is providing, see, it is giving the answers that, okay, there are 35 classes, and these are the different values in each of these classes. And for the cost center, it is running that query parallelly, but it is a different query. So, and then it is consolidating and providing the answer. So this is how this whole system, this agent, CMDB pandas RAG agent is running. Hope you like my videos. So thank you.